Shalom everyone and welcome back. This is what I've been carrying for the past week. This is the first time for me trying to carry everything in a single leather slip or leather pouch, and then my notebook goes in my back left pocket, my wallet goes in my back right pocket, and this goes in my front left pocket. And it's the first time for me. I'm used to carrying my Victorinox, whichever it is that I'm carrying that day. I'm used to carrying my Swiss Army knife on my right front pocket, right next to my phone, on a pocket clip of sort. Like I have these pocket danglers that you're used to seeing in my videos. So I'm used to carrying my Swiss Army knife on my right hand side, right next to my phone, and then my flashlight and pen, whichever the ones I carry that specific day, I always carry on my left front pocket, and then I have my cigarette box and my lighter. But this week, for the past week, I've decided to give this a shot and try to carry everything in this cute little leather pouch that I got as a gift from a friend here in Israel. So let's go over what I carry inside. First of all, to the right, you can see my Olight Olight O Pen Mini. That's what I was trying to say in OD green. By the way, why is it called OD green? Like why OD green? I'm not familiar. Like I don't know where that came from. So let me know down in the comment section below. As you can see in this pouch, because the strap is so low to the right, if I try to carry it like this, eventually it's gonna slip out. So what I did is I just slipped it in from the bottom, made sure to have that pocket clip in place and twist it around just to insert the bolt from the bolt action thingy inside. So I carry it like upside down, kinda. The Swiss Army knife of choice here is the Compact, and let's quickly go over the Compact. If you're not familiar with this, you should definitely check out Jon Gadget's channel to see a full review of the Victorinox Compact, or just one of the many other wonderful channels that we have here on YouTube that cover Swiss Army knives and EDC gear. You should totally check out Vine Climber. Anne is fantastic. I'll put a link to her channel down below. She covers many Swiss Army knives and cool things that she does with them, and different kits and complete EDCs that she builds around specific Swiss Army knives, such as her last video, which was, if I remember correctly, the Swiss Champ in the Silvertech scales, which are these ones. So she has the Silvertech scales on her Swiss Champ, this is the Climber, so it's tiny compared to the Swiss Champ, and she built a whole kit around her Silvertech Swiss Champ. So go check her video out. I'll have a link down in the description box below. She's a fantastic person. Continuing with the Compact, you of course have the blade, which is a wonderful blade. I use it to all my cutting needs. For the past week, I've been using the Compact exclusively, so that blade took care of a lot of stuff. Then you have the combination tool, which is a bottle opener, a can opener, a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and a wire stripping notch right here. So there you go. And then last but not least, on the front, you have the wonderful Victorinox scissors. If you haven't had a chance to cut anything with a pair of Victorinox scissors, do yourself a favor and just grab a pair and try cutting anything with the scissors from a Victorinox. You'll pick one with a pair of scissors soon enough, trust me. Then on the scales, these are the plus scales. Every Compact that you pick up from Victorinox comes with a plus scale. So on the front you have the tweezers, which are fantastic. I use these all the time, they're magnificent. And then on the back side you obviously have the toothpick, which I know most of you don't like me saying that, but I use the toothpick a lot. And then you also get a pen, which I just use the pen like this if I need to. I obviously carry a pen, but when I don't, like if I misplace it or something and I need to sign something, I just use the pen like this. But most YouTubers will tell you to just pick up the hook. So you have a hook here on the back of the Compact. So you pick up the hook, you slot the pen right here inside this slot right there. and you gently close the hook. Don't snap it. Don't, resist the urge to snap it. Don't snap it because you'll burst out the inner tube of the pen. So don't snap the hook. So just gently close the hook and just then apply some pressure on top. And now you have yourself something to write with. So this pen does work. So let's just pick a random page here and show you how that works. Shalom everyone! So there you go. The pen works. That's that's where I'm getting at. So the pen lives comfortably here in the slot right there. You gotta make sure to put it the right orientation. And while we have the hook out, let's talk about the hook for a minute. This is a parcel hook, a most controversial hook from Victorinox because nobody knows what it's for these days, but you can find many uses for it. Tie up shoelaces, pick up some grocery bags, whatever you need. There you go. So you got it. If you need to lift a hot pan off of a stove or something, you can use the hook or whatever. If you're out and about, making a meal in the middle of the jungle or whatever, you're probably carrying something a bit more substantial than the compact. But either way, if you have the hook, you can use it for whatever needs you have. Next to the hook, you have by the way, on the back of the hook, you have a nail file right there. So you see, that's a perfectly usable nail file. By the way, this is the only Victorinox Swiss Army knife that I know of that has a usable tool on the outside without opening up any implement whatsoever. You just take it out of your pocket, do your thing with a nail file, whatever it is that you need to do, and throw it back in. No need to open any implement. Let me know if there are any other Swiss Army knives that has a usable tool on the outside without deploying any implement whatsoever. I'm rambling here, so moving on. Next to the hook on the back, you have the corkscrew, obviously. So underneath the corkscrew, you have a straight pin. Most people don't know that about their knife. You have a straight pin underneath the corkscrew. But even if you don't get the straight pin from Victorinox, a lot of Swiss Army knives come with a hole right here. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, right there. So you have a hole right here for a straight pin. So you don't have to use the expensive Victorinox ones. You can just pick up a straight pin from wherever and just use the hole that you get on the back of your Swiss Army knife. In the corkscrew, I have the micro screwdriver that you get with the Victorinox Compact. This is very useful if you're wearing glasses or sunglasses, or if you want to tighten up something very small, like jewelry or something or whatever. These could come in very handy, or if you just need to clean up the junk from your earpiece on your phone or whatever, you can just use this tiny guy. So this goes here. And this goes back in the slot, head down. It goes back in the slip, because this is the only way it fits, because it's so narrow in here. It's so narrow. Next to that, we go to the flashlight, which is the Olight i3T. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that this has quickly become one of my favorite flashlights because it's so tiny, so slim, and it's so slick and so easy to operate. You just have two modes. Low, which is this guy, and then high, which is this guy. But what makes this flashlight special is that it has a 10440 inside. 10440, is that right? Let me just check. It's not a 10440. Let me see real quick. Yes, it is. It's a 10440 AAA sized battery, which is 3.7 volts. This exact battery, actually. I have two of those, and one of them currently occupies the Olight i3T EOS. So it is a 320 milliamp hours battery, 3.7 volts, 10440, which boosts up the Olight i3T to around 600 lumens, which is very respectable and very bright. So on low mode, you get around 50 lumens, and then you bump it up to 600 lumens. And then you got some real light in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? You got some real actual capable light coming from this little guy. It's tiny, look at it. you know? So it's very, very small compared to like the i5T or the i5R, which I have both right here. You can immediately tell the difference, you know, between these guys and this guy. It's not a fair comparison right now because it's not an even surface, but you get the idea. These two are big compared to this guy, and both of them are less, they have less output, like as far as lumens go. They have a less powerful output than this little guy with the 3.7 volts battery in it. So, you know, quickly became one of my personal favorites. And I've been carrying this not just for the past week, but for the past month or so, I think. So yeah, that's the flashlight I'm carrying here in this kit. This is my notebook. This is my everyday notebook. It is a Write in the Rain notebook. Nothing fancy here, just what I use to write notes on. So I do keep notes of just video ideas that I wanna do next, and you know, your suggestions. You guys suggest awesome things in the comments below, relevant to each video. You know, so keep up those suggestions coming. You know, you're doing an excellent job. And by the way, did you know that I've just recently passed the 100,000 views on my channel? So thank you, Miles, for pointing that out, buddy. Didn't notice that, but you guys noticed and told me about it in the comments below, so thank you so much. And this is my wallet. If you want to see a full breakdown of my wallet and what I carry inside, I have a video about that. Feel free to browse my channel until you get to the wallet video and watch that if you're interested. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your time, guys. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. And if you do, you know, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next video. And until then, adios.